Hi and welcome to the Theme Park Trader Podcast with your hosts, Ryan and Dan.
Hello.
This week we're reading out poor reviews of Pirates of the Caribbean. That's Pirates of the Caribbean in Walt Disney World, so Magic Kingdom, not Disneyland Paris, not Shanghai, or any of the other parks, just Walt Disney World. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the podcast.
Each of us has a dream, a heart's desire. It calls to us. And when we're brave enough to listen and bold enough to pursue, that dream will lead us on a journey to discover who we're meant to be. All we have to do is look inside our hearts and unlock the magic.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
So Dan, it's been a while since we've recorded over Skype.
I know, it's weird, isn't it? I was
weird.
Setting my microphone up thinking that we haven't done this for 5 weeks.
Yeah, because
Maybe?
your Skype was last online 4 weeks ago, and I was like, oh, bloody hell.
That's the thing, because obviously we've been recording the customer is always weird, and we've been doing that face to face, and so we just record the Theme Park Trader one straight after.
Exactly, yeah. Which has been good, but also quite difficult because customer is always weird is very un-PC, shall we say, non-PC.
Yeah.
So to then record this straight afterwards has been a little difficult, I think.
You have to sort of tweak yourself.
Yeah, I've found it quite difficult anyway. So I think we're gonna move recording of this show back, aren't we, to over Skype in a few, soon.
Soonish, yeah.
Soonish. Just because, I feel like the quality of the show will improve. I don't think it's dropped necessarily, but I feel it's easier to get into the theme park mindset rather than recording an episode on gummy bears that give you diarrhea and then trying to go into theme parks. It's quite difficult.
Yeah, I mean the two are significantly different.
Yes, exactly. So this week we're doing Pirates of the Caribbean. We can't believe we haven't done it before, but if you've not listened to one of these shows before, essentially we find reviews of theme park attractions, theme parks themselves, or theme park restaurants. We find them online, and we find some of the worst things that people have said about them. Not because they're bad attractions or bad restaurants, quite the opposite. Usually it's because they are good attractions and good restaurants. Not always, but most of the time. So this week we're doing Pirates of the Caribbean, and we're looking at TripAdvisor, and we're looking at the reviews that people have left and classified as average, poor, and terrible. So should we get reading?
Yeah, let's do it.
So the first one is from the UK. They've rated it average, and they said, ride okay, but this ride is good fun and slow paced, but beware of hitchhiking ghosts. But beware of the queues. We queued when it said 45 minutes, but got on an hour and a half later due to the fast pass queue jump system. It's a good ride, but not worth an hour and a half of queuing. It's not a queue jump system.
No. I mean, everyone can use it, just, free of charge.
This is it. People often come onto these pages and complain that they had to queue for too long.
They often do, don't they? And, surely every ride that they go on, if they're in the park and it's really busy because they're queuing for everything, really, everything's going to be a long queue.
Yeah, exactly. So, get over it. And when did they go? They went in May. So
a couple of weeks ago, yep.
Probably May half term. No, May half term is now, isn't it?
Yes, even though it's June. Well, it's just finished, yeah.
Next one is another person from the UK, and they say big name, average ride. I don't get the love for this ride. I'm sure it stems from the films. What? You absolute
Oh, this is interesting.
tool.
This next bit.
You absolute tool. I mean, we're going to get on to the next bit in a minute, but this really annoys me. Like, people just, like, oh, it's not really like the films, is it?
No.
Shut up.
It's the other way around.
You fool! Did he go on to Haunted Mansion afterwards to be like, where's Eddie Murphy? What's going on?
I didn't see him once.
What the hell is going on here? I don't get the love for this ride. I'm sure it stems from the films, but it's just a small world with a different dressing. No, it isn't.
I mean, yeah, I would definitely say it's a small world, because It's a Small World is a terrible ride, as you well know. But
No,
Pirates is great.
Every time you say that, that's one extra time you have to ride in October. It's like a swear jar.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
You just got. I bet you have a jar at home, don't you?
Well, I do.
You do now.
You're up to 43.
Just like 3 days worth of It's a Small World.
Well, I've set it up for you, Dan. I'm off to do some other rides around the park, but they've allowed you to stay on this all day.
We've strapped you in just to be sure, so you're set. There you go.
There's no drinking the water to get out of it.
Just like 3 days, just like the podcast after we get back. Well, Dan's actually not with us anymore. He's in a mental hospital in America.
The one thing we didn't think of, he swallowed his tongue.
Next time, we'll sort that. Next time.
What did he say? The only plus points are it's something for absolutely everybody to go on. What?
I guess because it's like easy and there's no height restrictions. I guess there's no height restrictions.
I suppose so, yeah. The queues range from 40 minutes to 2.5 hours. If it's your first time, go for it. Just don't queue for more than an hour. If you've done it before, you really don't need to do it again. Do you?
I like that. I mean, I don't know if last time I've seen it at 2.5 hours.
No, I don't think I've ever seen it at 2.5 hours.
Yeah. But I mean, that's kind of every ride, isn't it? You know, if you know how generally long a queue for a ride should be. So
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't queue longer than an hour for it, because I know that it will be less than an hour at some other time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he's rated the... I'm just looking at the other ratings here that he's given on TripAdvisor. He's rated the Grand Fiesta Tour starring the Three Caballeros higher than Pirates of the Caribbean. Well, he's rated Turtle Talk with Crush higher than Pirates of the Caribbean.
What?
I
mean, the Three Caballeros is a similar ride, really, isn't it? Similar.
That's more similar to It's a Small World.
True. Yeah, I agree with that.
Spaceship Earth, he's given an average rating. Get Out. What else has he done here? Krusty Burger, he's given 4 out of 5.
Interesting.
Which is not right, because Krusty Burger is not great.
He doesn't. A majority of his reviews are very good. He doesn't rarely rates things excellent.
Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, he's rated ahead of Pirates of the Caribbean.
What?
And Jungle Cruise.
This guy's got some sort of...
And Peter Pan's Flight.
What is going on?
And Mad Tea Party. What is this man doing?
What's his one terrible thing? He's voted one thing terrible.
It's a Small World, he's given a higher rating.
Oh, get out. Just get out.
Iconic ride for all ages. And he's put... Because he thinks Pirates of the Caribbean is based on the movies, doesn't he? That's what it is.
He probably thinks Pirates of the Caribbean is based on It's a Small World.
I mean, his one redeeming factor here is that he's rated Fantasmic 5 out of 5.
Okay.
He seems to rate all shows 5 out of 5. Apart from Indiana Jones. Like, he's just lost it again for me there.
Maybe he's like me. Maybe he's seen Indiana Jones too many times.
You can never see Indiana Jones too many times.
Well, we've established that Stevie has no sense of taste here.
Clearly, like, there is something wrong with him. This is not good. I'm going to get off this before I get angry.
I will find you, Stevie.
Here we go. Next one is rated 2 stars. So it's poor on TripAdvisor. And it says, completely disconnected with the spirit of the movies. I knew I was going to lose lose my cool on this.
Even just the title has annoyed you.
Yeah, it has. So let's go. I'm supposed to be able to read it out. The ride starts off promising. You sail through a dark cave, and you can see the remains of pirates who met a violent end. Then, you drop down a hill, and the quality of the ride goes down along with you. I like the way that's written.
Yeah, I do like that. I like that a lot. He's wrong, but I like it.
Yeah, he's massively wrong, but yeah, it's well written, which is very rare on these reviews. It then becomes an overly family-friendly ride, with dozens of pirates singing joyfully as they talk about cliché pirate things. They censored an auction of a woman to make it more family-friendly, but it's pirates. I wondered how long that would take to come in.
Yeah, 3 reviews in.
Yeah. Are they going to pretend that the pile of gold Jack Sparrow is stringed by was earned by frugal trading? These are people who murder people to take their money, and they are treated as pirate-themed glee club. Wow. They never play the theme of the movies, and it's obvious why. The dramatic music would be completely wrong.
I don't think it is obvious. It's not obvious to him.
No. Why would they play the... Oh, my goodness. The dramatic music would be completely wrong for the ride. So to rephrase that, the theme song of the movies the ride is based off does not fit the ride. Screw you, Stephen! I really want to just, reply to this guy right now, as we're recording, just calling him an absolute douchebag.
Can you actually reply to these?
I don't think you can.
Don't think. No, that's a shame.
I'm going to message TripAdvisor and see if they can find his location for me.
Or just add the ability to reply.
Yeah, just for me.
Because what were the ones... the ones that we read out on Customer is Weird, they have replies, don't they? Some of those.
Some of those do, yeah, on Amazon.
I can't remember where they're... Oh, Amazon, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The music, yeah, so to rephrase that, the theme song of the movies the ride is based off does not fit the ride. I believe the reason for these problems is Disney wanting as many families as possible to ride it. If they had made the ride more adult, it would have been far better. Before riding it, I was imagining the boat you ride in flying through water, narrowly avoiding rocks as the theme plays. I would have loved the ride if they had tried to convey a sense of danger, rather than, you're safe now, never mind the zombies you saw earlier, and the town in literally being fired on by multiple cannons. This guy is an absolute tool.
So he's under the impression that the ride is based on the films, but he's saying it's nothing like the films. Where's the music?
Yeah, where's the which would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, if they made it as based on the film, it might be more dramatic. But that's not the idea, though.
No, exactly. No. I mean, the theme tune wouldn't go amiss as you just drop down and you see Captain Barbossa shouting. Little bit of a theme tune there would be quite nice because there's lots of gunfire and stuff going on.
Yeah.
I think at one point those air cannons they used would turn up a little too high because it almost blew my hat off. I think I was right by one.
Ryan, it's cannon fire.
I was right by one as it fired, and my hat almost came off. I was just like, Jesus, these cannons, these pirates. This is too intense.
Unlike this guy. This guy wants to be thrown from the boat.
Yeah, exactly. He wants.
Right, I mean, he should be thrown from the boat.
In the water as well.
Yeah, just 3 people died this ride.
He's like, yeah, bring it on.
Just standing on the front of the boat with his cutlass out.
I be waiting for you, Davy Jones. Sir,
dives into the water.
Please sit down, sir. I be a pirate. You cannot tell me what to do, wench. Where be the redhead?
Sir, trying to buy himself one.
Yeah, he just goes into another boat. What are you doing? I be auctioning you off for gold.
Oh, God.
And this is why they've changed it, people. People like Stephen.
Yeah. Stephen ruins it for everyone.
He does. He's ruined it for me.
That's disappointing.
Damn you, Stephen. It is not... I mean, just do a Google, for goodness sake. When did Pirates of the Caribbean open at Walt Disney World? When was the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie released? Then you will understand. I know it's based on the Disneyland one before any of you write to us and say, well, Disneyland opened first. I know. We're not doing Disneyland,
though. His name's Stephen D, and I think we all know what the D stands for.
Yeah, for a family-friendly show, we're going to say it's douchebag, but it's not.
Yeah.
The next one is from Travelling Lizard, and she says, "Well, that must get pretty difficult on flights."
Yeah, it must be awkward.
This way to your seat, ma'am.
maybe she's a what is it? What therapy lizard?
A therapy lizard.
Yeah, they have like therapy pets or something, don't they? They're allowed them. That bloke who tried to bring a what was it?
A pig, was it?
No, it was the it was the one that has the like massive feathers at the back.
Peacock.
Peacock. He tried to bring a peacock on board.
I want to see your peacock, your peacock.
What is that?
That's a Katy Perry song.
Oh.
So someone at home would have got that.
Probably not me.
Well, we'll listen. I'll tell you what. On the way to Florida, I'll download the album for you so you can give it a listen to.
No, I'm good.
It's
I'm
that
good.
or It's a Small World on repeat. I mean, it's up to you.
I just watch the films.
There's no films for you. I've already called in advance.
No films for seats wherever we are.
It's a Small World on the video screen on repeat. No, not now. So she says, we travelled far for this and it was not open. What a disappointment. There are a lot of other things to get our attention. Brilliant.
Wow. Great review. I mean, really goes into the depth of the ride.
Yeah. How can you leave a review for an attraction if you've not been on it? And if it's not open, Disney will tell you it's not open way in advance.
Yeah. And if they travelled far for this and they didn't check whether... If they travelled specifically to go on Pirates of the Caribbean, which almost sounds like she did, they should have checked.
This is it. Also, I'm not being funny, the flight time from Virginia to Florida is less than 2 hours.
That's not far.
That's not far, is it, really? I mean, I think she's being a bit dramatic there.
Yeah, come back when it's like 10-hour flight.
Yeah, talk to us about it. 1 hour, 56 minutes to get to Florida. I would be laughing. I would be there every week.
Yeah. Definitely. Just spending the weekend, every single weekend there.
Exactly. So, Travelling Lizard, you don't know what you're talking about. You didn't travel far. Stop bitching. The next one is from Tavia W. And she says, boring river ride with a long wait. I think maybe she got this confused with Navi River Journey.
Maybe.
I suppose that kids like this ride, but any thrill seekers or adventure lovers will not. Definitely not worth waiting an hour to sit on a boat and watch robots sing at you for less than 5 minutes. Audio animatronics, actually.
Robots.
Hello, welcome to Pirates of the Caribbean.
I know she says like, but any thrill seekers. I know it's not a thrill seeker ride. That's not the point.
No, I know. I kind of get why, if you've never been on it before, I kind of get why you think, like, in the queue and on the exterior of the building, why it might be a thrill seeker ride. Like,
right.
If you've not read up about it, you know, you've got the big Jolly Roger on the outside. You've got the queue, which is like, it's reasonably intense. You've got like skeletons like playing chess, cannons everywhere. Then you see like the boats, which are like pretty much like they're there, but then ahead of the boat is just complete darkness. So you're like, oh, what could be happening here? So I get that you might think that it's a bit more intense than it is, but then when you first see like a young child get on it, I think you should probably realise that maybe it's fine.
Manage your expectations there.
And you're going to see that in the queue as well. You know, you're going to be seeing very young kids on the waiting in the line.
Yeah, I mean, maybe this person, her expectations weren't correct when she saw it from the outside.
Well, this is it. And you know what I'm going to do right now? Because I don't know the height restriction off the top of my head. I'm going to go to our guide on the Theme Park Trader website. There are no height requirements for Pirates of the Caribbean.
So that doesn't surprise me. Because
I'm sure I've seen a young baby on this before.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to make sure before I sound like an idiot.
Just some guy like holding it up like Simba style. As they're going down the ramp, the drop. It just sounds like a Family Guy version.
It does, doesn't it? Next one is from Kuala Lumpur. Oh no, sorry, that's where she's from.
Oh God.
The next one is from Youth97.
From Kuala Lumpur.
From Kuala Lumpur, sorry. That's my bad. And she says, good ride, average is the rating she's given it, though. It's a gentle boat ride through some pirates behaving badly. Oui. Pleasant enough, but nothing new. A chance to get out of the sun on a hot day. Personally, would not waste a fast pass on it.
Ooh.
Look at those.
Pleasant.
Look at those pirates behaving badly over there. Aren't they fun?
It's pleasant enough. But I don't know what they mean by nothing new. It's like, I don't know when this ride opened. If you got the guide open.
I did have the guide open. I mean, I don't now.
God.
I'm opening the guide again.
Okay.
We're doing a live guide. Don't Google it.
I'm not Googling it. Just clicking through the guide.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like you're clicking through the guide.
I am. Oh, God, I'll try and find it. Oh, there it is. Do we not actually have the date?
We don't actually have the date. No, that's on me. That's on me.
Cool. This is a guide.
It's not what people are searching for. It's not what people are searching for. It's fine. Now we are doing a Google. I'm sure it's been open.
I think the one in Disneyland opened in 1970. By the looks of it.
Yeah. 3 months after. No, I think it was 1967 is the one in Disneyland. Magic Kingdom was December the 15th, 1973. So there you go.
1973. Okay, so it's been open a long time, almost as long as the park.
Yeah, only 2 years short, yeah.
But there's nothing new.
Nothing new.
Nothing new.
Jack Sparrow, seen him before. David Jones, seen him before. Barbosa, seen him before.
This is basically a poor man's It's a Small World.
Oh, it's disgusting. Next one is from JH, and they say, okay, I know it's a classic. It was okay. The Jack animatronics are done very well, and the scene with the boat is cool. Depending where you sit, you may get a little wet at the ship fight scene. It was okay, wouldn't wait more than 15 minutes for it, but it always seems to have at least a 60-minute wait. We went in October during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I know it's a classic, but it was just okay to us. Do you think it was just okay?
I think he thought it was just okay.
I think he thought it was just okay as well.
Yeah, I'd say he wasn't any more than just okay with it.
No, I think just okay was the outcome there.
Yeah.
The next one.
Everything was okay.
Everything's okay. Everything was awesome.
Do you see the title of the next one?
Okay. Yeah, okay. From Sophie, she says, okay.
Hang on. The previous one was by JH. This one's by Sophie H.
Oh, maybe they're related.
Maybe they went together.
Maybe they went together. Yeah, and it's they both think it's okay.
Yeah.
So she says it's fun, but it's not the best ride or area in this park. It's a bit outdated now and could do with modernising. Worth a visit while you were there, but if there's a huge queue, I wouldn't stress about seeing it. Much better things to see. Doesn't say what the better things to see are, but
no. I'm sure everything else is okay though.
It's okay, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about modernising. I think there's probably a few animatronics that could do with a bit of modernising.
Yeah, like the ones where they're running around in circles.
Oh yeah,
They're pretty. They look pretty shonky now.
Yeah, these days, yeah.
Those are the ones I would change first. I'm fairly happy with most of the other ones.
Oh, and I'm trying to think the one in Florida.
Yeah.
Do they have the fighting, the sword fighting scene like they do in Paris?
That looks pretty bad.
That's a bit shonky. Like, you can't get the swords to touch.
I know.
It's like, why not?
I know. Just super glue them to the hands so they don't fall out.
Yeah, because they're like I don't know. They must be about 6 or 8 inches apart.
Yeah.
When they actually like make the sounds, it's like, really.
I know, it's pretty bad. You think the technology would be there to let swords touch now? Yeah,
because you think they're not going to get hooked on anything, would they?
No. Exactly. The next one is from the UK again. Hey ho to you. Nice. They say strange. We managed to get a fast pass for this attraction later on in the day to avoid the general queues of 25 to 40 minutes. Once seated on the ride boat, we sailed through the cave scene where there are skulls and plenty of visual props, our favourite part. The drop which you fell through was rather tame. I was barely aware that it had happened. At the,
like
yeah, just
blacked out. Like, oh, I appear to have dropped.
Oh. Philip, are you okay? At the village, a variety of odd scenes were happening. Someone being chased by a rolling pin, animatronic people behind bins, etc. If you had never watched the films, or only seen them a few times, not recently, you would clearly struggle to see what was going on, and be bewildered by the array of scenes going on. To conclude, I don't see why the 30-minute plus queues to go on for a strange ride like this, It's a Small World, is a lot better. I love It's a Small World, but it's not better than Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, it's not. It's no. You know what I feel about It's a Small World.
I mean, you're fairly biased against it, but
yeah, oh yeah. But they're like completely different, really.
Yeah.
And what was? Oh, I like you call it a village.
Yeah, it's a town. It's definitely a town.
Yeah, or a fort. Like they're attacking a fort right at the beginning, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. And then you go into the town fort. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
And the fact that you've got someone chasing someone with a rolling pin is that, remember, it's a family-friendly ride. I think people forget that.
Yeah, they're not going to be chasing you with a blood dripping machete or something.
Like the old woman with the... I'm not going to say it, but there's an old woman that's chasing her with a rolling pin, and you wouldn't kind of swap that out for a kitchen knife, would you?
No.
In reality, of course, it would be a kitchen knife, but it's a family ride.
Family friendly.
Family friendly. Also, I would queue 25 to 40 minutes for Pirates.
Yeah, that's not too bad, really. I queue that.
I don't mind it. I think I would queue probably up to an hour for Pirates.
I wouldn't want to queue any longer than an hour.
No, I mean, it's generally not something that I get a fast pass for, so I kind of accept that I need to queue for it.
No, I think there's other things that you can better use fast passes for in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, 100%.
As I'm sure we've discussed many times.
We certainly have. Next one is from Birmingham in the UK.
Birmingham?
I knew you were going to do that. I was going to, but I can't do it. I can't do it, so I'm glad you did.
I don't know how that sounded because I got my headphones on.
It sounded good.
Okay.
I should try doing one of these in a piratey voice, shouldn't I?
What, trying to say Birmingham in a pirate voice?
No, doing one of the reviews.
Okay. Maybe go for a short one.
Yeah. It caters only for a young audience. Tame. Little risk of black trauma for... back trauma. Little risk of back trauma for older carers?
Okay.
Kids will enjoy it if they like the film series. It's well executed in terms of props, lighting, sound, automatons.
That sounds like something from Transformers.
Sounds like something from like Transformers or Doctor Who.
Automatons, assemble!
It's like Doctor Who. We are the automatons. Doctor. Could have catered better for adults. An opportunity missed. I mean, it shouldn't be giving back trauma for older people. That's not good.
This person's like 107.
It's like, oh, it didn't give me back trauma.
Incredibly frail.
That's terrible. Again, if the kids like the film series, it's the film series is based on it, not the other way around.
Come on, people.
The next one is from California. Brian from California. He says, a classic, but not the best one. Pirates of the Caribbean has always been a great ride. It is one of the first Disney classics and has been popular pretty much since day one. The one at Disneyland, in case some of you aren't familiar with, starts out by sailing through the bayou, then takes 2 plunges, goes through scenes of skeletal pirates engaged in different activities, before sailing through the middle of a fight between the pirate ship and the shore cannons, before riding up a waterfall back to the station. Here most of the beginning scenes are cut out. You have only one small drop and you don't get to ride up the waterfall. Granted, in the first stages of the original Pirates ride, it was discussed that the guests get off the ride before the boat rode up the waterfall to better capture reality. However, it was ditched so the guests didn't have to walk up all those stairs. Here at the Magic Kingdom, you do get off before the boats go back up. I know it's small, but it takes a little away. Don't get me wrong, it's still a good ride, it's still a classic, but after riding the original, it seems as though the passion wasn't in this as much as the original.
That's quite interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I've not actually ridden the original. It's something that I really want to do when I go to Disneyland.
Yeah.
But like, I can understand like the points he's making there. He's not being critical of the Magic Kingdom one, really.
No, he's just saying it doesn't quite live up to the Disneyland California one, does it?
No, exactly.
Which is fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. Next one says, teens liked it. My teenagers liked it. Me and the wife are too much of the new movies, but I guess that's what it's about. Most of the old ride is gone now. I don't know what the hell that means. Me and my wife are too much of the new movies. No idea. I can't even try and structure a sentence from that.
Is he trying to say that they've added too much from the movies to it?
Possibly,
But
yeah.
I don't think there's that much in the movies, they've taken from the movies. Obviously, they've added Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, but they've not changed it that much.
No,
they really haven't.
I mean, I'd like to assume that he knows what he's talking about because he's from Daytona Beach, so he's not that far.
Yeah.
But he clearly doesn't.
Like he does.
No.
Yeah. Next one is from Rosie K in San Francisco. She says, very different from Disneyland version. If you love the bayou, skeletons, and jewels of the Disneyland Pirates of the Caribbean, don't know why she's put that in explanation.
I'm not sure. Maybe she's got a thing for jewels.
Jewels of the Disneyland Pirates of the Caribbean. Prepare to be disappointed. There's the occasional Jack Sparrow reference. I have to say, without the heavy original theming, the Pirates of the Caribbean film references feel like you're being marketed to. More of the original generic piratey stuff is why people love the ride so much they made those movies. Brilliant.
Well structured there.
Well structured. It all went wrong in the last sentence.
Yeah, yeah.
I get her point. I think some of the film references have been like just put in.
I guess they're trying to make it a bit more themed to the films, a little bit, so that people actually are like, oh yeah, the Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's Jasper.
But I don't know about the marketed to.
No, I don't.
It's
really
not like it's not
marketed to.
No, it's not like Jack Sparrow jumps out of a barrel and says, go to the cinema to see Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Dead man tells no tales.
There be a new Pirates of the Caribbean movie coming out.
Yeah. And when there's not one coming out, that they just advertise, Frozen, stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. Frozen 2 be coming out next year.
Book your tickets now.
Tell your parents about it, you scurvy dog. Do ye want to build a snowman?
That's brilliant. A crossover, that's what they need.
Then head on over to Epcot.
Get out of me park.
Part of the ticket that covers all parks.
It's like selling tickets now as well.
You just like shout questions at it. How do I get to Epcot? Well, you can catch the monorail.
An interactive animatronic Jack Sparrow.
But you need a multi-day pass, my hearty.
For $1.99.
For an extra $39.95. Touch your magic band here if you'd like to proceed.
Yeah, you're somebody hanging out the boats holding their credit card, trying to reach the chip and pin.
Oh, that pirate voice is very grating on the throat.
Oh, I dropped my card.
It be property of Disney now.
There's just a little pile of Visa cards in the water.
Mickey Mouse just comes and collects them at the end of every day. Oh,
yeah.
Look all the money we got, Pluto. Well, that went off on a tangent.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Mickey Mouse doesn't commit fraud.
No, of course not.
Sure, it's fine. I'm sure he just returns all the Visa cards.
Exactly. Look, Pluto, Amazon. Disney staff, stop helping, says David K.
Spelt massively wrong.
It's like Disney staff, stop helping. The line was nice, cool, and orderly on a hot day. Then halfway in, Disney person said for everybody to fill all available space. Why? There was plenty of room for everyone, and Bow One was near the entrance. Well, it turned into a free-for-all stampede, and the people with manners lost their position. Please think first, Disney. Why crush people like cattle if it's not needed? I mean, A lot of the time when I've been out there now, when they've said, particularly on the shows, and they've gone, can you all just move up to the end of the road to let people in? And people just all turn around and look at them like, no.
Yeah, it's like, you are dead to me.
Yeah, you're dead to me. Do you know why? Because we got here an hour early. These people have just turned up. It's 5 minutes until the show starts. They can go to hell.
Yeah, they can see the next one.
Yeah.
Screw you.
You know what? I'm not moving up from the centre position of to see Mickey Mouse in Fantasmic. I'm sorry, but I'm not. I've been here for an hour and a half. I selected my row so that I position myself perfectly in the middle. No, I'm not moving.
It's not happening. It's not happening. I mean, what gets me is you can kind of understand it on shows. It's annoying when they do that, but you can understand because you can fit more people in. But with the rides, they say, "Oh, everyone move forward so you can get on the ride faster."
Yeah,
that's not going to make a difference. If everyone's closer to the ride, there's still the same number of people in front of you that have to be on the ride, so you'll get on it the same speed.
I think what it is they're trying to do is sometimes the Pirates queue, when it's ridiculously long, can like back out of the building.
Yeah, I mean, they're obviously just trying to push everyone further in so it doesn't look like super busy.
Yeah, and just so it doesn't obstruct the Adventureland pathways as well.
Yeah.
So I get why they're doing it, but yeah.
But the reason they say it is completely wrong.
Yeah, it is. But that, if they were to say, so we can help people outside, everyone would be like, screw you, I don't care about them.
Well, true.
So you can ride faster. Oh, run!
It's just like everyone's, as this guy says, a stampede to the front.
Yeah. Also, I'm not sure, like, even when that's happened, I've not seen people try and get in front of me. Like,
no, I don't. I've just never seen that.
They just get closer, so they're almost touching me.
Yeah, breathing down your neck.
Yeah. Get away from
sweaty
me.
Breath.
Get away from me.
I just like the idea of everyone's like, oh, if you get closer, you can go on faster, and it's just a stampede, and everyone's just jumping on the boats.
Yeah,
you get a boat with like 50 people.
It's like
balancing on it.
Proper piracy. Get out of the boat!
Just throwing people off the boat.
Next one says, why would anybody willingly wait for this ride? They've given it a 3-star rating, so obviously they like it a little bit. Why anybody would willingly wait in line for this attraction is beyond us. The line is constantly breaking down, and the queue is cramped and hot, leaving you gasping for air. Even as pirate lovers ourselves, and lovers of the franchise, we found ourselves wanting more. Although the ride was built before the franchise, it needs to catch up to the times. How is the line constantly breaking down? What's going on there?
There's just like a blockage in the line. Excuse me. We have an extremely fat gentleman who's fallen over.
It's okay. Just climb over him. I can't do it. He's too large.
He's crushed a small boy.
The next one says, not worth the wait. We waited in line for 45 minutes for this ride. The characters were fairly lifelike, but not worth the wait. Nothing else, that's it.
No, just that small snippet, and yet they're giving it 3 stars.
Yeah, exactly. Which is so odd. People are so weird.
Yeah, I mean, surely if you didn't think it's worth the wait, it's like 2 stars maybe 1.
Yeah. The next one is from Kids Are Gone 65. God knows where they've gone.
I don't know. Sounds a bit sinister, doesn't it?
Does, doesn't it?
The kids are gone.
65. My least favourite Magic Kingdom ride. We found this ride to be very disappointing and boring. We expected the boat ride to include some type of thrill or excitement. The ride consists of floating on a boat past multiple pirate scenes, revolving around Jack Sparrow and Pirates of the Caribbean. The sets were well done and the detail is very good. We just didn't understand the point of the ride. We wasted a fast pass on this ride. I won't do that again.
I like that. We don't understand the point of the ride. It's like, well, you could say that about any ride, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just looking at this guy's other reviews because he said it's his least favourite ride. So,
oh yeah, good point.
I'm just having a quick look to see whether he's voted anything lower. I mean, he's given like Twilight Zone 5, Rock and Roller Coaster 5, Get Out, Midway Mania 4.
No, that's not that.
Although he's called it Always a Long Wait for a reason, so maybe he thinks it's really good, but just doesn't like the wait.
Great movie ride. He gave a 3.
Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah. So, although he said, what was it? When you need a break. Well, you're not getting that anymore.
Journey into Imagination with Figment, he gave a 3. Circle of Life, he gave a 3 out of 5.
Oh, what is wrong with this guy?
I'm not having that. That is absolute lunacy.
Well, I suppose it's in a different park, isn't it? You've given the Seas with Nemo and Friends 3 stars. I get that.
That's definitely not even a 3.
Oh, don't look at Spaceship Earth.
Ellen's Energy Adventure, he gave a 2, so he's lying.
Well, no, he said it's the least his favourite, least in the park.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
you're right.
I don't think he's rated anything lower than
that in the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, so I think we're safe.
Okay, we'll let him off.
He's not a complete liar.
We'll let him off.
It's just a bit of a liar.
The next one says, line moved way too slow. My entire family looks forward to this ride. The wait time said 55 minutes. 65 minutes later, we were not to the actual ride yet. 120 minutes to get to the ride, and 14 minutes on the ride because we kept stopping and stacking up. Well, it's good, 14-minute ride.
That's like massively 40 minutes, that's massively longer than what it should be.
Yeah.
That's like quite an impressive wait. Just
stacked up looking at the scenery.
That's not a bad thing.
No, I quite enjoy sitting on there, enjoying the song.
Yeah.
Average ride, but Jack Sparrow looks real, says Meg Holly from Swindon. I was very disappointed with this ride. The Paris one is slightly better. However, Jack looks very realistic, and I like the details of the dogs and chickens. I
guess.
I guess so. The ride itself isn't very exciting at all, though.
She just like Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
I like the going back to the previous review a second. They've uploaded a picture, and the picture is of one of the ceiling lights in the queue.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Just the one picture, just the ceiling light.
Useful.
Yeah.
Useful.
Descriptive.
I do agree. I think the Paris one is probably better.
Yeah. After riding it again, obviously it's like the first time I've seen it with the redhead scene.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did enjoy it a bit more.
Yeah, I do think it is better. I don't know what it is about it that's better, but I just prefer it, I think. Next one says, the best part is trying to spot Jack Sparrow. Our children used to be really scared of this ride and would barely look up from our laps when they were aged 2 to 4. Now at 6 and 8, they fully enjoy it. I always thought it had a bigger drop at the start than it did, but other than that, it's just a gentle boat ride through the world of pirates.
He makes no reference to the title there.
No.
Like, what? The best part is trying to spot Jack Sparrow. Is it really?
A lot of people from the UK are reviewing it, actually. Mostly people from the UK.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, aren't there? Don't know why.
Next one is from Christina420. And she says, first thing I told my family, pirates are a must. I was so excited to show them I've been to LA. Oh no, where is the fight? What happened? I cannot even now believe what a joke that was. Completely ruined the fun.
What?
I have no idea.
I mean, based on the review from the other guy who said he'd been to the California one, he said it was very similar. He said it's just that there was another drop and you go up on a waterfall.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it sounded like the scenes were pretty much the same.
Yeah.
So, I'm not sure what she means by where is the fight.
I have no idea. Next one is from Jen. She says, not one of Disney's best. Pirates of the Caribbean, as a moi, is pitched at an older audience. A movie, I guess.
Yeah. Is it really pitched at that much of an older audience?
No, it's not really, is it?
It's really not. They're like... Are they PGs?
I don't know.
I can't imagine they'd be much more than a PG.
Let's have a look, shall we? Curse of the Black Pearl is a 12.
Mm. Okay. But even that...
You can take your kids to that.
Yeah, that's a 12A, I imagine, isn't it? So you can bring any age kids as long as you've got an adult.
Yeah. Given that, the ride was a slow trip around the story of the movie franchise themes with some water antics. Ooh. It was a popular...
a slow around the story of the movie franchise.
It's really not, no. It's a popular ride with long lines and clearly has an audience. However, I thought that a more thrilling ride would suit the movie's demographics better. Not a ride that I'll be repeating. I don't give a crap, Jen, to be honest.
I mean, to be fair, I think a more thrilling ride would suit the movie's demographics, but the ride's not based on the movies, Jen.
Yeah, screw you, Jen. If it means one less person queuing for this attraction, I wish you never rode it again. Next one from Julia in Leeds, the UK, says, I sound like I'm foreign when I'm saying that.
From where?
When I say Leeds in the UK, I sound like I'm in one of the shows in Disney, where they're like, we've got the Crescent family here, all the way from Birmingham in the UK. And everyone's just like, yeah, UK, woo.
That's just you, isn't it?
No, I'm just like, please stop the audience interaction. It's not right.
Ryan's just civilised clapping.
I'm just like a single clap.
Well done, well done.
I'm at the back like, where's Mickey?
Throwing like a bottle of Coke or something.
Throwing a glass at the Crescent family's face.
Oh, screw the Crescent family.
I don't care. I want Mickey Mouse. Nothing special, says Julia from Leeds in the UK. This is really quite average compared to the rest of the park. I clearly haven't been on some of the rides in the Magic Kingdom.
No.
If you have some spare time and it isn't a big queue, then this is okay, but don't waste a fast pass on this. There are much better things to do. No indication of what they are.
I wouldn't say don't waste a fast pass because there are much better things to do. I'd say don't waste a fast pass because there are things that have longer queues.
That's the reason we use fast pass, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. You shouldn't. If your favourite ride, say, is something that's only got a 5-minute queue, you wouldn't use a fast pass on it because it's your favourite ride.
No, exactly. The next one says old school, but still fun. Okay, not the most exciting ride, but it's still a fun ride. Nothing scary about this ride, other than a small drop at the beginning.
Other than,
yeah.
It's not a scary drop.
No, it's really not.
No.
It's been slightly updated by a Johnny Depp-inspired pirate dotted throughout the ride. Good, but not a must-do. It is a must-do.
I like the Johnny Depp-inspired pirate.
Yeah.
Surely it's the Captain Jack Sparrow-inspired pirate.
Yeah, exactly. Next one from Alexander Dell says, cool ride. A well-decorated log ride that is sure to please the younger crowd. The lines are much shorter in the mornings and evenings. Well, there you go.
Is it a log? It's not a log ride, but okay.
No. Tinkerbell 2016 from Coconut Creek in Florida. What a place that is.
That's amazing. Coconut Creek. I want to live in Coconut Creek.
Coconut Creek. I'll take you down Coconut Creek. Pirate themes
that just sounds dodgy wrong.
I know, yeah. Pirate themes are not appropriate for children. 4 scenes in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride are totally inappropriate for children. The first was a man with a rope round him being dunked into a well. There were shackled prisoners waiting to be dunked as well. The second was a group of women waiting to be sold as wives, while one was being displayed for sale by going round on a turntable. There was a scene of a woman with brooms chasing men, attempting to hit them. Pirates are shown sitting drunk with their bottles. These scenes depict water torture, slavery, domestic violence, and alcoholism. Adult guidance is needed, as these scenes may not be appropriate for all children.
Oh my god, that's the best review ever.
Shut up, Tinkerbell.
I just love that. Oh, I hope they're being deadly serious.
I think they are. These are the types of people that complain and why the auction scene was changed.
Yeah. Oh, completely.
I mean, I've got no problem with them changing the auction scene, but they cannot take away the fact that pirates were drunk. They cannot take away the fact that pirates fought one another, and they cannot take away the fact that pirates torture people for information. Like, that's a fact of it. You know, they make light of it. It's the audio to go along with it is quite amusing. They're shooting the little panels of the shutters of the windows, and she's like, "Oh no."
Something about Lemon Pledge, I think.
Yeah. Do not tell him, Lemon Pledge.
I like there was a scene of a woman with brooms chasing men attempted to hit them. And
I was like, oh no.
Domestic violence. I don't think that was domestic violence.
I think that's trying to get intruders out of your home.
Yeah.
Slightly different.
Yeah, slightly different from domestic violence.
Yeah. The next one is... Let's move on from that absolute walnut of a woman. The next one is from Melly Russie, and she says, "Yo ho ho! Classic Disney attraction for all ages. Just a heads up, if you have ridden the one at Disneyland, you may be a little disappointed, as theirs is a little longer, less splashing, and slightly better drop. Still has the elements with the music, scenes, and recent movie editions. I do like this waiting queue area a little bit better than Disneyland."
I think that's probably a fair review.
Yeah, I think so. I think not too much to say on that one. The next one says, "Soaked to the skin." A great ride gone bad. Apparently something has changed with the boat since the refurbishment, and a wall of water came out from over the front of the boat, soaking us all. If we had known that could happen, we would have been prepared or made another choice to ride. It's spoiled...
Those people who wear ponchos on on what's it called?
Splash Mountain.
Splash Mountain.
Yeah. It's like, why are you bothering with this ride?
Yeah.
Why are you bothering? It's spoiled, which is a good ride. We were told that there is a balancing issue and the operators don't always balance the boats correctly. Not sure that we will ride again after years of enjoyment. Our advice is to take a change of clothes or pass it by. Or just dry. Just dry, you know. Hot Florida sunshine, just dry.
Yeah. So are they saying, they said balancing issue, are they saying that they have a really fat person at the front?
Well, it does happen. They do, if you notice when you're queuing. Right. They do say, like, if they see you, like, okay, you can go at the back, you can go at the front. Yeah, and they do try and balance the boat out.
Oh, okay. I never knew that.
Me and Donna are usually at the front.
Right, okay.
I don't know if that means we're not fat.
I wouldn't have said you two are fat.
I wouldn't have either.
Surely it makes sense that they put the fat people at the back because it tips the boat up.
I like to rate my weight based on steak, and I would say I was a medium.
What does that mean?
I'd like to be a medium rare.
I thought you were going to say, like, compare it to the weight of steak, like ounces.
Oh no, God!
You're comparing your weight to how cooked it is.
Yes, exactly right.
It's a very strange scale, Ryan.
Well, that's what my scale says. I've made it myself.
So a really thin person gets on there, say, "You're rare."
Yeah, no, you're blue.
Blue, okay.
That's anorexic.
It's a very strange set of scales. I don't know.
I think the world would be a happier place if we.
Did you buy them from Le Cellier by chance?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
The world would be a happier place if we didn't do it by numbers. I'm not being funny, but like
potentially
nice pleasant rating system, like how you like your steak cooked.
So you go to the shop and you buy a new shirt or something, and it says medium. Or well, I suppose they say medium anyway, don't they?
See, it's already working.
Well done. Extra well done.
Burnt. Severely obese. Burnt. Crispy. The FastPass system ruined the ride, says Nola1961. Okay, the nitty gritty. Pirates has been a family fave for years. Gee, how many times have I written that statement? In years past, you used to be able to walk right onto the ride with a minimum wait. Since the FastPass Plus system started, this ride now has an hour wait. Is it worth it? Yes. But once we got to the boat loading area, cast members were letting boats leave half full. What was up with that? All of these people waiting in line and no one is managing crowd load and unload. I don't know. Maybe it was a new person operating that night, but it was a real downer. For that reason, and that reason only, I gave it an average. I did notice that some of the costumes on the pirates looked old and unkept. I hope they look better after the major renovation they did this year.
And this was back in 2015, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I mean, we've obviously had this debate before, haven't we, about whether the FastPass system improves things or makes things worse?
Yeah, I'm still not sure it improves things.
Yeah, I mean, when he says the FastPass Plus system, does he mean the digital version?
Yeah.
Right, okay. But the FastPass system was in place before that anyway.
It was, yeah, it was.
It's just obviously the paper form. And you think, well...
It's easier for people to use them now. Is it easier for people to go beyond their... I guess ride more rides, because you can just look on the app as soon as your third one's done.
Right, okay.
Go, pirates.
Yeah, I mean, and it's obviously easier to book them because you don't actually have to go to the ride anymore.
Yeah.
So,
exactly, yeah.
You know, and people can get them in advance and all that sort of stuff. But I mean, obviously, even when it was paper, the fast passes would go. Like they all went, didn't they? Did, it wouldn't be too long after the park opened, and you'd be looking at sort of like mid-afternoon, late afternoon for some rides.
No, exactly. And then the last one says, it's okay. This ride is okay, the scenery is good, and the Jack Sparrow characters look almost real. The ride itself is a boat ride that doesn't really do much but float around through different scenarios, or sceneries even. Small children and fans of the movies might like it. Only do it if the wait times are short. The ride has remained unchanged for several years, so one ride should hold you over for a while. See, I don't disagree with this. Whenever I'm in Florida, I will ride Pirates multiple times in a trip.
You say you don't disagree with this one?
No, I do disagree.
Okay.
I ride Pirates multiple times in a single trip.
Oh yeah, I would do the same. Yeah.
So I don't disagree with that. I mean,
this
I don't
guy
agree
says,
with that.
I went on it in it hasn't changed in 2006, and I went on it in 2006, so I'm good.
I'm fine, yes, I don't need to see it again, thank you.
Yes. Enough for me.
That's enough. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, we've just got here, but I've done all these rides. I did them all every year since they were changed, so...
They've got a new flavoured churro I'd like to try. Let's go for that.
And then we can leave.
Yes, exactly.
I only do new things.
Yes, only new things for me, thank you.
Bet this guy's a hoot.
I bet he's a hoot and a holler.
Yeah.
And on that note, thank you very much for listening to this week's podcast. You can find us on our website, themeparktrader.com. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Snapchat, and we're on Twitter. Our username is themeparktrader. I'm on Twitter as well, and my username is Ryanogs. That's RYANOGS. And Dan is also on Twitter.
Yep, Scrooby Online, SCROOBY Online.
Thanks very much for listening, and we will see you next week.
Ah, there you are. And just in time. There's a little matter I forgot to mention. Beware of hitchhiking ghosts. They have selected you to fill our quota, and they'll haunt you until you return.